students. Now we are going to discuss about your English and open your English textbooks and open the page number 145. That means your supplementary reading. In this chapter, we are knowing about that the ways of learning. Ways of learning means how we are going to be learned in different ways. Nowadays, we are sitting in the classroom and we are going to learn something about the chapters, or we are going to write some homeworks and we are going to do something like that. But in the earlier life there will be leading of gurukulas. In that gurukulas, the guru is going to be giving some instructions and all the remaining students will be going to obey their orders, and they are going to learn something about that what the Gurukula in the acharyas will be preached. They will be go on learning about that, and they will be preached about that what they are going to be listened, and they will be showed their courage for learning about that the using of that gurus. Likewise, here I have heard something about the Ramayana and Mahabharata stories about something. And if you are not knowing means, please listen somewhere from your grandmothers or your grandfathers, or in the medias or in the books it will be appeared. Likewise here the Guru Dronacharya, this story was based on Mahabharata, and it is the small part taken place by the Mahabharata story. This is a smaller thing that was going to be shown about that how the student and the teacher will be accompanied with each other, and how the student was going to give some respect towards to the teacher. That should be shown in your syllabus or in this chapter. Now we pass on to the chapter, it means the page number 145. This is a small story based on an event from the Mahabharata. This was the story taken from the Mahabharata, the epic by sage Vedavyasa. This was written by the Mahabharata was written by Vedavyasa, and the Ramayana was written by that Valmiki sage. And here this Vedavyasa was going to wrote this Mahabharata. In this chapter, Guru Dronacharya was the preceptor. Here Dronacharya was the teacher or the guider or the guru in this Mahabharata. For the Kuru princess, Kuru means the Kuru dynasty will be appeared. In that Kauravas and Pandavas will be adjoining together. That is, Kuru dynasty will be there. After that, the Pandavas, they will be the sons of Pandu, and Kauravas, they are the sons of the Dhritarashtra. Here, the Pandavas' sons will be 5, that is, Kunti's sons will be 3, and Madre's sons will be 2, means total 5. And in the Kauravas, there will be 101 children will be there. 100 of them will be the 100 will be boys and 1 will be the girl. That means 101 sons will be the Dhritarashtra's and Gandharis. Here Pandava and Kunti are having 5 children nearly. That means along with Madre's 2 sons. He along with another learned man, Kripacharya, and also Dronacharya is also having with the Kripacharya. He was also the guru of the Kauravas, and they were teaching various branches of knowledge. Both of them were adjoining with each other and teaching various branches of knowledge. What the Kauravas and the Pandavas will be needed, they will be go on teaching with the adjoining of together. Kuru cousins, and there will be knowledge to the Kuru cousins along with many others who had joined the Gurukula at Hastinapura. This Gurukula was going to be conducted in Hastinapura, and these two Kripacharya and Dronacharya will be teaching with each other. The capital of the Kuru dynasty, one important subject of learning for the princess was archery. Here in the Kuru dynasty, they will be learning about the archery in the final stage, and also they are going to learn something about the Gada Yuddha and some other part of the lessons they are also going to be learned in that Gurukula. Military services that the princes of those days had to learn. Here, those who are the king having the kingdoms, they are going to be learn about the archery, and nobody can learn about that archery except the kings or their sons. And also they learned about the sword fighting also. And now coming on to the lesson. One day Dronacharya ordered his disciples to assemble in the large open ground in front of the Hastinapura palace. One day Dronacharya was giving order to assembling of the pupils, assembling of the students, those who are learned in front of the Dronacharya and Krupacharya. He was giving order to assemble in the large open ground in front of the Hastinapura palace. He was ordering to assembling of in front of the Hastinapura palace, because they were ready to show their bravery towards the king and those who are stayed in their kingdom. Yeah, they are wishing to show for the peoples also. So the Dronacharya was making them assembling in front of the Hastinapura palace. All of them assembled there. All of them will be gathered there. Drona said, "Boys, I have a test for you. Are you ready?" Dronacharya will be asked, "Boys, I am going to make a test for you. Are you ready?" He was asking in front of the students. "Sure, sir," said the boys enthusiastically. "Sure, sir," said the boys with courageously. "And we are ready to show our bravery in front of the parents. Get ready with your bows and arrows and come to this spot as I call you." And also the Guru was going to be instructed that you are take your bows and arrows and come to the spot as I call one by one. You will be come and stand in front of us, said the Guru, indicating a mark. He was marking that place, and also was shown that mark. You can stand there on the ground. Later you have to shoot the target on top of the tree. Afterwards you have to shoot the target. We are going to place some target in the on the tree, and you can shoot your arrows towards to the target. The Guru had set up an artificial bird. Now the Guru was made an artificial bird. It was set on the top of the tree. That artificial bird was made up of wood and grass. It was made up of wood and grass. It was an artificial target or artificial bird. It was kept on the top of a branch of the tree. It was kept on the top of the branch of the tree, and Dronacharya will be asked, or he was going to be called one of them and said, "Come here." He was called one of his students, and he was going to be said that, "Come here." The boy obeyed the Guru. The boy was obeying the order of the teacher, that means the Guru. Then the Guru showed a big tree at the end of the ground, and afterwards the Dronacharya will be shown about the big tree at the end of the ground. "Can you see the tree?" Drona asked. "Can you see the tree?" Here Drona is asked in front of the student. "Yes, sir," he was answering that. "Okay, I am going to see that tree. Look at the top and tell me what all things you would see." Look at the top. You can observe the top. And what are the things you are going to be seeing? The Guru is going to be asked, what are the things you are going to be observed on the top, and tell me quickly what you are going to be observed on the top of the tree. I can see the tree. Here the boy will be answered. I can see the tree. It is a tree, its trunk, branches, the sky over it, and the ground below it. And he was telling very fantastically, or he was going to be funnily told that I can see the tree, its trunk means its stem, and also branches, and also observe the branches. After that, the tree, the sky over it. After the tree, the sky will be appeared, and also below that sky, I am going to observe the ground. And he was telling like that. The boy was sent back, and here the Guru was sent back the boy. Then he was calling to Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira was the eldest of Pandava's brothers. Here he was the eldest of Pandava's brother. He was the son of Yama. Yama is the one who is going to give the justice of ours, that is called Yama. So Yudhishthira is also, this was also a good like that of Yama, and he was also the known of all the things. Pandava brothers was called, and the Guru put him the same question. Now also the Guru was going to, Dronacharya was going to ask him the same question. Can you see the tree? Can you observe the tree? The bird on its top and other things around. Can you observe the tree? And also the birds on the top, and also the others around that tree. Here Yudhishthira was replied, yes sir, I can see the tree, the bird, my brothers, other friends, and everything. Here is also Yudhishthira was also telling that I can see that tree and also the bird, and also I am going to see in my brothers. See how he was going to mention his brothers, because Yudhishthira is always fond of his brothers. So he was mentioning about that. I am seeing about to the my brothers and also other friends, and everything was going to be I observed. He replied here. He replied like that here. No, my boy, you can't shoot the target, said Drona. Here, the Drona was, his intention was not what the answer was coming. His intention was how he was going to see, or how he was going to be pointed to the target. His intention was like that. So he was sending back Yudhishthira. No, my boy, you cannot shoot the target. Here he is also instructing that you cannot shoot the target. You are also failure. Likewise, he is sending back to the Yudhishthira, and called other princes one by one. And after that, he was going to call one by one and asking them the same question, and also asking them to the same question. What in the earlier was going to be asked, like that he was going to be asked in the same question about that what he was going to be observed. The boys answered almost the same way. The boys is all answered almost the same. All the boys are answered almost the same way. Some said, I can see only the tree. Some of them are telling that I can see only the tree, and some of them are telling I can observe the trees and the things, and like this and like that. They are going to be bluffing their natures, are telling like that. Yet others said, the others will be telling that I can see the branch of tree and the bird, and the others will be telling it I can see the branch and also as well as the bird, and so on, and the sky and also the ground. Likewise, they go on telling. Then Drona called Arjuna. In the last link or in the middle, the Drona was called Arjuna and asked, can you see the tree, the bird on its top, and other things around? Now, what the others are going to be told, like that, he was going to be questioned. Can you see the tree, the bird on its top, and other things around? Are you going to be seen about the birds and the tree and the other things around you? Arjuna replied, no, sir, I can see only the bird and nothing else. Here, the Arjuna was announcing that I am seeing only the bird and nothing can be seen or nothing can be observed for my sight or for my eyes sake. He was telling like that. Very good, said Drona and asked again, can you see the bird? Now Arjuna will replied, no, sir, I can only see the neck and the head of the bird. And here Arjuna will be announced that I can see the only eye and the head of the bird. It is not the neck. Was observed that the eye and the head of the bird. Okay, make that correction. You are seeing the bird's eye and also head of the bird. Drona was pleased, he ordered, shoot your arrow. Now, the Drona was what he was wishing to ask, that was going to be fulfilled. So, he was going to give the order towards to the Arjuna for shooting the arrow. Arjuna did so, and the arrow hit the bird's eye and also neck, and it was going to be hit the false bird's neck, and it was not the thing he was going to be shooted his arrow. The arrow was hit for the bird's eye. The bird fell down on the ground. In the meantime, the artificial bird was going to be fell down onto the ground. All the boys in the group except the Duryodhana clapped and congratulated Arjuna. Here all the boys will be clapped in the group. What the thing was going to be happen? That means he was going to be hit the arrow of he was hit the eye of a bird. So all of them are going to be congratulated Arjuna. But the Duryodhana was not congratulated Arjuna because he was jealous towards to the Arjuna and also towards to the Bhima and as to the Pandavas. Drona embraced Arjuna. Drona encouraged Arjuna and he was blessed him and said, and also telling him, and he was said that, see my dear boys, concentration and focus are the keys to success. Here we are knowing that when we are having some concentration on our thing, or we are going to achieve anything. So in the class also we are going to concentrate on the books, means we are going to learn something. If our concentration is going to here and there, we are going to make some losses for ourselves. And in this chapter, the Guru was telling that concentration and focusing on to the goal, he was always becoming the successful is in our hand, that success will be always getting our side. Now coming on to the next page. On other occasion, now when this incident was going to be finished, on the another occasion was going to be started. Drona was washing his feet on the side of a stream. Here Drona went towards to the stream and he was wishing to wash his feet onto the side of the stream. In the meantime, a crocodile was entering onto the stream, and that crocodile was grabbed the Drona's feet or the Guru's feet, and it was going to be grabbed about the foot of the Drona. In the meantime, Drona was hurling or howling very much and more. Though he could ward it off easily, he was going to be thrown or prevent from easily, but Drona will be pretending to look, shouted loudly. But Drona was not doing that, and he was going to look, shouted loudly. He was going to be shouting very loudly for the sake of how the students are going to be coming to making them to free for giving their hand to hand or how they are going to be helpful. He was going to be observed, so he was not going to be coming from that mouth. He was going to pretend himself, and he was looking towards to the students what they are doing. He was going to be examining the students also. And he was shouted loudly, "Boys, oh, I am in danger. A crocodile has caught hold of my foot. Please help me, save me." Here he was howling, "I am going to be caught in the mouth of the crocodile. Please help me." And someone having to save me. And here the Duryodhana and the Dushasana will be went towards to the ashrama for bringing up them up, for going to bringing them towards to the rope. But Arjuna was Bhima was taking his the Gada was throwing towards to that crocodile. But Arjuna was thinking that the boys who were standing a bit away from the bank of the stream were awestruck. Here they are going to be showing a feeling of wonder and fear. Those who are standing onto the river bank or the stream, they will show their fear and anger towards to the Guru, and they both of them will be confused. In the meantime, the brave and the ever ready Arjuna responded quickly. Here, the Arjuna was always be ready towards to what the difficulties will be appeared. He was going to be solved easily. So he was going to be ready towards to that of what the thing is going to be happen. He was responded quickly. Immediately he set an arrow to his bow. Immediately he set an arrow to his bow, shot it into the stream, aiming at the right point. He was going to be shooted it into the stream, towards the stream, aiming at the right point, aiming towards to the crocodile. He was released his arrow towards to the crocodile. It filled the crocodile. It was going to hit at the crocodile, and the crocodile will be moving away. It away, but it did not hit the Guru's foot, and it cannot be hit. The arrow was cannot be hit for Guru's foot. Such was Arjuna's skill. Likewise, it was he was going to be knowing about the skill of that Arjuna. The Acharya or the Dronacharya will be telling that, boys, look at Arjuna's speed, look at Arjuna's strength and also his skill and his promptness and proper reacting action are other keys to achieve the goal and success. So we and all also learn this type of thing, because of you are also going to become like a Arjuna. So likewise, the Dronacharya will be telling towards to the student, and they will show their archeries in front of the others, and they proved that how they are going to be learned in Gurukulas. And here also the combination of Guru and the student will be seen very beautifully, how they are going to be enacted and what are the things they are going to be achieved and how they are successful in their way. It was observed in this chapter. Okay, thank you, children.